Hi, I'm Tony Massey, addiction medicine specialist and psychiatrist at Kolmac.
Hi, I'm Rennie G. I am a composer, a peer specialist, and recovering addict, and I work also at Kolmac.
Right.
With Tony here.
And I'm Doc.
And I'm Rock.
All right.
So welcome again to our I don't know what to call this. A podcast, VCast, vlog, webisode.
Vlast?
It's a Vlast. It's a Vlast. Perfect. We need some type of name. So.
Yeah.
All right, so I have a question here for us, and being that it is close to the holidays, this one relates to the holidays. This is from Jessica, and Jessica says, "Hi guys, I have a question for you two."
Jessica, that's what we're for.
That's what we're here for, right? I'm going to my family's for the holidays, and that's a bit scary for me. I think everyone can kind of relate to that a little bit. My family drinks, and then she emphasizes a lot. I don't want to stay home, but I want to stay sober. Any suggestions? I think I have a couple, but you want to go first?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like, Jessica, you're really kind of at least sensing that you're sort of between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah, they drink a lot, she said.
Yeah. And, certainly you're right to think of this as a risk to your recovery. Because the fact is, the major triggers that we know of for relapse involve either kind of negative emotional states, which this may precipitate. We all have kind of, all kinds of emotions with family and getting back with family you haven't seen in a while. And then, stress is an emotional state. And then environmental cues. So, if someone has a problem with alcohol, like, Jessica, I'm guessing that's...
She said sober, so I'm assuming.
Yeah, so, if you're around like a ton of booze and people just drinking, that's just sort of your brain's cue to like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to be doing right now. So that's
really sort of human nature, right? Just sort of falling in with what's around us.
That's how our brain works, and so thinking that as a danger point, I think is absolutely right on.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I'm a little concerned for Jessica here, and I'll speak to you, Jessica, since you're hopefully watching this. If you were to say it was a holiday party with friends who drink, that would be easy. I would say don't go. You don't hang around people who are using, because what happens is we end up using. But the family situation is tough, because I know you love your family and you want to be around them. I would suggest a couple of things. First thing is I would suggest that before you go, it might be a good idea to call some people in recovery. Maybe some network friends, if you have a therapist, a counselor, just to sort of like lower the pressure and get yourself into more of a stress-free state before you leave for the family's house. The other suggestion would be to drive yourself. If you go with your brother Randy, Randy wants to stay and drink all night, and it's 9:30 and you're ready to leave, and Randy's like, "What are you talking about, man? I'm just getting started." And you're kind of like screwed. So you're either going to have to steal Randy's car or call a cab. But if you just drive yourself, you can show up, have dinner, and when it gets crazy, you can just roll out.
Show face at the
show some face, say I love you, and then be like, I got something else to do.
I love you, but I'm out of here.
Right, I got something better going on.
If you're way out of town, another good tool to leverage is the recovery networks and throughout. So if you're going to be overnighting.
Oh, right. If she's to visit. Yeah. She's leaving Baltimore, you're saying.
Yeah. For example, that just go ahead and go on the web, find out what recovery programs are in that area you're going to, when, where, when, and that kind of thing. Just plug that in your schedule.
Hit a meeting.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's so simple.
Yeah, and that may be a reasonable excuse to split. It's like, oh my God, I've got this 8 o'clock meeting to go to.
Right. And they're going to go, you have a meeting? Like, what? That sounds important. What are you doing? Well, it's not that kind of meeting, but I think that it's so much easier to stay sober than to get sober. And if you take a chance, and if you have, 1 drink, 2 drinks, the next thing that's going to happen is 6 months later, you're going to look at yourself and go, how did this happen again? So stay safe, Jessica. I think there was some good information here.
I think so.
I don't think she has to not go to the party, but I think she has to be very careful and understand that it is a dangerous situation. Yeah. Do you think she should not go to the party?
I think you're right. If it's friends, you could probably say, you know what? You're my friends. You understand I can't come.
Right.
With family, I think, there's just so much mixed up there. And, I say with my parents, old, and you don't want to, I mean, this may be the last holiday, they're
Yeah.
around. And, I mean, it's just, I think you're gonna have to go and just, again,
Self-care.
self-care, protect yourself. Yep, yeah.
Okay. I think we've helped Jessica. What do you think?
Jessica, thanks so much for writing in, and I'm glad you're in recovery.
Yes.
Stick with it.
Stick with it. Thank you for writing.
All right. I'm Doc.
I'm Rock.
All right.
We'll see you next time.
See you.